Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares. Welcome back to another positive spin. Today we're going to be talking about a movie that I am not that fond of, and that is Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday. That's how it was advertised in theaters. This, of course, contains the unrated and the R-rated version. We watched the unrated version actually on the Super Slash Brothers. And as I was sitting there watching this film, once again, I was taking notes. Now, a little bit of a history of my relationship with this film. I originally saw this when it came out in the movie theater, probably the first day it came out, with my wife, because I am a huge Friday the 13th fan. And I've said it before, I was almost in tears by the end of the film because I felt that they had made a mockery out of one of my favorite franchises. So when I started my YouTube channel, I came up with this idea of Second Chance Sunday. Or no, Second Chance Cinema, I believe it is. The playlist is still in my channel in the playlist if you want to check it out. And what I did was I gave movies that I had not been all that fond of another spin to see if I felt any differently about them. It had gotten to the point where I didn't hate the movie anymore, although I still didn't like it. Now, I've seen it several times since then, of course. We've watched it on the Super Slash Brothers stream on the Friday the 13th, when it fell on Friday the 13th. And just recently, on the Super Slash Brothers stream, where we paired it with Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. I will honestly say I don't hate this film anymore. I haven't hated it for a long time. And it's actually kind of growing on me because I know more about it. Now let's get to that positive spin. One of the things I like about it, of course, is the first segment where they're in the woods in the cabin and the woman sets him up because they end up blowing him up. I don't like the fact that they blew him up, but to me, the beginning is pretty much a typical Friday the 13th film, and I love it. I like the look of Jason. I like how his mask has his head has kind of engulfed the mask. I always thought that was pretty cool. I actually have a mask of Friday the 13th or Jason Goes to Hell. I actually have that mask. I also like, for the most part, the last segment with Jason. Now, originally, when Freddy came up and pulled the mask down, I was so disappointed because I thought it was just more mockery. What I didn't realize, and I guess I hadn't heard because, social media wasn't around back then, I didn't know that they were gearing up for a Freddy vs. Jason movie. So now I think it's kind of neat. And the whole thing with the Necronomicon, I find to be really well done as well, now that I know the story behind it. And that is the whole understanding of Jason and the Evil Dead, even getting the comic books later on, where they paired Freddy versus Jason versus Ash. So to learn more about that, it makes sense. The kill with the cop is pretty freaking crazy. This movie's wacky. It's like there's certain parts that I really like in it. I love the kills, and that lends itself to the unrated version of it because they are so brutal, especially the tent kill. It's probably one of my favorite kills in all of Friday the 13th. And it's from a movie that I have always put in last place. All right. Watching this with friends really changed this for me because I was able to learn more about the film. And a lot of the things that didn't make sense and that I considered, like I said before, to be mocking one of my favorite characters actually made sense in the context that it was supposed to be. I was able to take it the way it was intended. Um, the part in the jail cell where he's getting his fingers broken for information, I still think is really funny. And there are certain scenes like the hamburger patties, I think is fun. Um, the whole baby thing, I think, is kind of fun. But truthfully, I can come up with a list that's probably longer of things that I didn't particularly care for about it. But that's not what this is about. This is about a positive spin. And for me to be able to give this a positive spin, I can pretty much do it with any film ever. So, that is my positive spin on Friday the 13th, Part 9, or Jason Goes to Hell, or Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday. If you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.